Hi Aquarius, welcome to your July reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out the other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for the month of July. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, let's get right into this reading. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Any messages for Aquarius, please, for the month of July? What's going on for my Aquarians? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July. Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021? What do my Aquarians need to hear? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021? Any animal oracle messages for Aquarians, please and thank you. Messages for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021. Okay, and there we go. Ready? Let's get into it. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for... Oh, we have the elephant. We also have the whale. Overcoming emotional blockages is what I feel from this. We have a balance of fire and water. Ooh, and we also have the swan at the bottom of the deck and the dragonfly. See, so there is some sort of energy. You guys might be having a breakthrough in the way you perceive something, or like your perception on an emotional situation. You are unlocking something. It's like you're unlocking a door. That's just the imagery I got. It's like you finally understand something that maybe you didn't quite understand before, and this is maybe about yourself, maybe this is about a relationship. It's either or, okay? That's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. Obviously the tarot may have different messages, but just right off the bat, I feel like a lot of you have been doing the work. You guys have been going inward. You guys have been reflecting a lot and doing some shadow work and really trying to dig deep. The whale is a very, very depth-filled energy, and you guys, this month, July, Cancer season, it's asking you guys to dive deep. It's asking you guys to really go inward and feel those uncomfortable emotions and express those uncomfortable feelings, and like really just laying your heart on the line and not being afraid to open up and be vulnerable. And with the whale, this talks about so much wisdom that you have. And, you know, you guys have gone through many experiences in your past that have shaped you who you are today. And you're not so afraid of the future. You're not so afraid of opening yourself up again. You're not so afraid of being vulnerable or going deep and showing your rare depth. Like, you are just really stepping into your authenticity, and you have a lot of love, this deep, deep loving energy to share. You know, with Cancer season, you know, Cancer, you know, it's very loving, very touchy, homey, nurturing, and vulnerable and intimate. It's like a very kind of, that's like kind of the energy that's coming up in July or Cancer season, of course. And so I think you guys are really just embracing it. You're like, hell yeah, let's dive deep. Let's get in right into the feels. Let's talk about our emotions. Let's talk about love. Like, you guys are really just breaking down any barriers, any walls that you may have had, or limitations you may have had on yourself. Maybe you guys used to be really closed off to love in the past, or emotions in the past, or just like yourself, like closed off to looking at yourself in the mirror and expressing these uncomfortable feelings, or looking at those things, the ugly truth, the dark side. But it's like July, you guys are embracing it. You guys are enjoying it. You guys are really just liking this underworld energy, and it feels like you guys are really breaking through to a whole other level. Your intuition's on point, 100%. Pay attention to your intuition. Maybe even just intuitively channeling energy that I'm picking up on. It's like maybe someone is confessing how they feel about you. Maybe you might receive some sort of confession, or it's like someone's trying to break down your walls, or you might be trying to break down someone else's walls to open up. Like, there is this energy. I don't know. I just keep feeling like a lot of you could have been alone for quite some time. I don't know, you guys. Like, of course we're going to pull tarot, and maybe it's going to be completely related, but just based off the energy I'm feeling, it's like you guys are needing to let your walls down. You guys are needing to open up a little bit. You guys are needing to just like be vulnerable and express yourself and show your true raw side, your vulnerable side. You know, like when an animal flips over and exposes their belly, right? They're extremely vulnerable. It's time to wear your heart on your sleeve. That's kind of the energy I feel like. Some of you maybe for a while now have had your walls up, and maybe now it's like you're kind of coming to this point where you're ready to let someone in, whether this is romantic, whether this is friendship, whether this is family, in any relationship. I just feel like you guys have spent a lot of time going inward, reflecting, being alone, doing the work, unlearning certain patterns, certain habits, and you've come out on the other side and you've learned a lot, and you've done the work, and you've reflected on those past experiences, and you've listened to the lessons, you've learned the lessons. Wasn't that like your last reading? Like you guys passed like a lesson or something, I moved to the next level or something like that? I don't remember, but I think that could have been a message for you guys, at least recently or within the last few months. I'm pretty sure either that, or I do remember for a while your readings were about like changing the path that you were on, or finally going after what truly does make you happy instead of just settling or putting up with things that deep down you know you don't deserve / you know you don't want. And I just kind of feel like, you know, that's a part of this whole journey for you guys, is breaking down those barriers, breaking down the areas in your life that are not satisfying, that are making you unhappy, that just aren't you, you know, maybe, you know, I don't need to keep going on about it. I think you get it. And then at the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of blue energy, which is interesting because I got a lot of blue crystals out here. I don't know. I just felt kind of like this blue, calm kind of, that's just kind of what I felt. I sat down. I was like, which sign am I doing? Because I'm doing the fixed signs. And I was like, hey, which fixed sign? And I'm like thinking, well, let's do Aquarius. And I'm kind of feeling like, let me get some blue and green crystals out. And that's literally like the colors in these cards. It's like this bluey green, a little bit of yellow. Obviously, the elephant is more orange and a little pop of red. But then the swan and the dragonfly, they're both blue. Okay, so there's like a lot of just like blue, calming, gentle, you know, compassionate, deep depth kind of, you know, like when you think of blue, you'd think of like calm. Like that's why they're called cool colors, like purple, green, blue. Those are cool colors, right? Whereas hot colors, red, yellow, orange, right? Because it's more hot, like associated with fire. And so blue is more associated with water. It's like you guys are just more sensitive, I think, in the month of July. Not sensitive like someone's gonna offend you and you're gonna snap or like you're gonna cry. Like I just feel like you guys are just sensitive to the energies around you. Of course, be aware of like what you're intaking and be mindful, set boundaries and all that. But I just feel like you guys are just sensitive to the environment. Like you're very empathetic, you know. So anyways, back to what I was saying. That's just like the energy I'm really feeling from you guys. The swan, there's this energy of reflection and looking at yourself and being creative and expressing yourself, channeling your energy and putting your creativity into the world and expressing yourself. And this can be in many forms. This can be an art of some sort. This can be in something that you just personally find passionate, that you enjoy. In the month of July, some of you maybe are picking up new skills, new talents, new hobbies. Some of you are writing, or you're getting into this routine where you incorporate these creative endeavors into your life and you're really enjoying it and you're really having just like a blast, you know, channeling that energy and doing something positive for you. It feels really good. And as you're doing that, it's just like such a positive release, especially of energy that maybe has been built up for a while. And with the dragonfly, this does talk about our perception. Is your perception clear or is it muggy? Is it foggy or is it crystal clear? Like, can you see straight? It's like, you know, when you got glasses on and they get foggy, especially in the cold, especially with the pandemic, and like when you would have glasses on and the mask and it would just like fog up, like that. The struggles, man. So it's like, you seeing things clearly, or you seeing things fuzzy? Are your eyes open or are they closed? Are you awake or are you sleeping? Okay, the dragonfly talks about perception, and then of course there's the alchemical symbol for water in this card. And so your perception about some sort of emotional situation, or obviously our emotions have a huge impact on the ways we perceive things, the way we look at things, our outlook, our viewpoint on our life, on relationships, on the world. Like there's like some sort of perspective that you're gaining in the month of July, but it's positive. It feels just like you're at ease and you're very comfortable, and you're just in control of your feelings. It just feels perfect. Like, there's no such thing as perfect, but it just feels comfortable, you know? It doesn't feel like there's any discomfort. It just feels like just surrender, pure surrender. I'm really liking this energy. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let's pull some tarot messages. I'm just going to put these other extra animal cards just over here. We can maybe reference them later on if I feel called to. But yeah, you guys, I just feel very like zen, you know? I feel very calm. I feel very relaxed. I hope you do too. Anyways, so tarot messages for Aquarius in the month of July. What's going on for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021? Let me just, so I know what time we're at. Okay, there we go. Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for July 2021? What's going on for my Aquarians, please? Show me clearly. Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of July? Tarot messages for Aquarius, July 2021. This deck might be ready. I'll do a couple more and see. Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in July 2021? Alright, it doesn't want to shuffle anymore. That's all good. I can just, there's like a curve in the deck, so sometimes it's a little hard to hold. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, we have the King of Cups reverse. We also have the Queen of Cups. See, and I'm just, again, intuitively, when I was saying there's a bit of energy of like, whether it's you trying to help someone let their guard down, or someone might be trying to help you let their guard down. Like, we have the King of Cups reverse, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So there's already two different energies in this reading, and I'm kind of feeling that. Like, immediately, intuitively, I was just kind of like, I don't know why I'm getting like relationship energy or some sort of connection. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be any type of connection. For some, this is love, though. Let's just see what else needs to come out. But already off the bat, there's two different energies in this reading. So this probably is some sort of relationship read of some sorts. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of... Oh, wow. Look at here. We have the Ace of Cups. Aquarius got a little bit of romance, love, or just connections in the month of July. Okay, partnerships. We also we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse and the Moon. We have the new moon in Cancer coming up, and apparently this is a very important time regarding partnerships. So this next like moon cycle partnerships is probably going to be a major theme play out. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Ten of Wands reverse, and the Five of Cups. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling from this. There's two different energies. Someone here is emotionally unavailable. Someone has their walls up. Someone has their guard up. Like, they're just not very open when it comes to love. I feel like someone's also trying to keep their options open. I can't lie. We have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups, and I am kind of getting the energy as if someone is trying to just keep their options open. Like, there's someone here, Queen of Cups with the Ace of Cups, that's like fully putting their heart out there. Like, you know, I was saying, Aquarius, put your heart out on your sleeve. And I know that can be scary, and I know like you can easily be shut down, and that can feel discouraging, and that can feel horrible. But like, the thing about that is, like, when you put yourself out there, when you put your heart out there on your sleeve, and you are being your authentic self, and if someone doesn't want that, that is okay. They're not meant for you. The right person will see that and will appreciate that. Like, you will, you know, I'm just saying. Anyways, Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Like, I'm gonna just say, like, Aquarius, let's just say that this is you. But of course, you can always swap the roles. If this ain't you and you're not putting your heart out there, maybe you're the other person in this spread, okay? This is a relationship spread. It's just kind of what I'm feeling. That's what I felt at the beginning of the reading. Anyways, so there's this individual putting their heart out there, ready to just give this love and attention and create and build, and there's just a lot of passion, a lot of feeling here, lots of emotion, an overflow of emotion. It's intense. It's that deep ass love, you know, that whale energy that we're talking about. You have this very rare depth, and you know yourself really well, and you have so much to give. But it's like there is confusion. It's like I just feel like you're dealing with someone who's not reciprocating the energy slash, like, there's just there's lots of cups. Oh my god, you guys. King of Cups reverse, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, Five of Cups. There's like so much water in this reading. Like, July is just emotion. It's just connection. It's just like, it's a lot. You guys are like, what the hell? Did I just get stung by the love bug? Yeah, except love ain't all sunshine and rainbows. That's not always how it's gonna be in love and romance. And it's just like, there's confusion here. It's like, you wonder, like, why am I not enough? Or how come they don't want me? Or how come, like, why are they keeping their options open? Why won't they settle with me or, like, commit to me? Like, and there's, like, you know, there's a bit of energy of feeling a bit burdened by something. But the Ten of Wands is reversed, which means that there is the energy of, like, release and letting go. Maybe this is relating again to that elephant energy, because the elephant does talk about breakthrough, blocks. And so with that with that Ten of Wands reversed, this does talk about releasing the baggage and letting things go, and just, like, again, practicing surrendering to your emotions, surrendering to your feelings. And again, there is just some confusion here. Even this is Seven of Cups, not only can this talk about options, but this sometimes can just talk about feeling overwhelmed with too many options or too many things to choose, right? And then with the Five of Cups, there's just kind of like a sadness. Like, you have all these options. Let's just talk about romance. You have all these options in romance, but none of them make you happy. There may be someone living rent-free on your mind, and maybe it's a different cup than you're being presented with, and you're just kind of sad, like, damn, but it's not their cup. I have all these other cups, you know, presented to me, but it's not their cup. Their cup is the one I want, but it's not even there. It's not even available because they're keeping their options open / unavailable emotionally. Maybe they only want to be friends. Maybe they only want to be friends with benefits. And it's just kind of like a crappy feeling, like wondering, well, like, is it me? Am I the problem? Like, you know, some of you might be feeling that way. And there is a sense of disappointment. And so it's like, with that dragonfly energy that came out, it's like maybe this, like, redirection for you guys to find the person who's gonna feel the exact same way about you. You know, you feel this strongly towards this King of Cups reverse who's not really on the same wavelength, same page, maybe a bit emotional immaturity, or even very just in general manipulative. Like, maybe they're just like you have emotion, strong emotion towards them, but you know it's not good for you, right? Like, it's, you know, many different ways we can apply this. But with the dragonfly, maybe this is what's changing. Maybe this is the perspective that's changing in the month of July. Maybe you guys are having, like, you know what? I have a lot of love to give. I am worthy. I am deserving. And the right person will come to me when I'm ready / when the divine thinks it's my time, you know? And maybe you guys are just spending a lot of time reflecting, well, why do I attract certain people or certain kinds of guys or women or whatever? Like, you know, maybe there's a bit of a pattern there that you guys are becoming aware of. Anyways, what I do see, though, in the month of July is that there is a big release. Whatever that's been kind of holding you back or making you feel down, and the dumps, depressed, sad, heavy, empty, confused. Like, I do feel like there is the energy of releasing that, but it is requiring you guys to look at things from a different perspective and to reflect, okay? Kind of hangman energy. Because right now, there is the energy of confusion. And again, there's the moon. She's reflecting over here, Piscean energy. Some of you could be connected with a Pisces or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as we do have so much water in this reading. Like, so much. We have the whale, which is water. The swan, that's water. The dragonfly, it's air, but it's also water, right? And then all this, like, this reading is just like flush of emotion. It just feels like there's not reciprocation here. Like, you're willing to put in the work, you're willing to commit, you're willing to give your love and appreciation, but someone's just not on your level. Aquarius, King of Cups reverse. And so therefore we have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. You like, meet me in the middle, or this is not going to go anywhere, you know? Eight of Pentacles reverse. Like, there's just no motivation here. Maybe someone just needs to really work on themselves, right? Maybe they're just not there, they're not ready, or maybe they have been blocking themselves. Dang. With the Three of Cups, though, you know, this is a very celebratory energy. I do feel like in July there will be many opportunities for you guys to reunite with your friends, your loved ones, those that you love, and just having joyful times. And, you know, like I said, there will be some moments where you're feeling in the blues and feeling down and wondering, like, questioning your worth. Never fucking question your worth, Aquarius. Like, especially over someone like this. It's just like, nah, you know what? It's their loss. It's not your loss, boo. Like, you got all this love to give. You have this big-ass heart. Someone with a big-ass heart will love you back. You don't need to ask for the bare minimum. That's for someone out there. You don't need to beg for someone to love you. Like, you know your worth. And so maybe this is a lesson for some of you. It's like, don't settle for that crap and don't try to beg someone to choose you out of the options. Like, no, you shouldn't even be an option. You know, that's for someone. Again, like, there's many different scenarios here. But overall, like, generally, seems like you guys are just feeling confused and questioning yourselves and questioning, like, what's wrong with me? Like, I think I'm pretty great, you know? And just, like, you know, it's not worth your time. And maybe that's what you're coming to this realization in July. It's like, whoever this person is that you're wanting, like, you're disappointed that you don't have their cup there, but you've got other, like, love options. Maybe you've been declining everybody else's cup because you've been waiting for this one person's cup from that King of Cups reverse. But you know what's funny? Is when we look at the King of Cups upright, he's drinking his cup. He's not giving it to anybody. He's like, nah, I'm gonna drink my cup. And it's like that saying, I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too, you know? I'm gonna have my cup and drink it too, you know? Meanwhile, it's like, but I want to give you love, but they don't want to give me love. They're just giving themselves love. You know, I know it's reversed, but that's literally the imagery. It's like this Queen of Cups. She's like, here's my love. Here's my love and affection, my time, my energy. And they're like, okay, thank you. I'm going to drink that, and I ain't going to give it back. And you're just like, but how is that fair? You know, and then you kind of are puzzled. And again, it's just so imbalanced. And maybe this isn't even on love. Maybe this, again, like love in platonic relationships. Okay, Aquarius, I know for a lot of you, one of your readings the past few months, I know there was like the energy of like walking away from certain connections in your life. And this could be like literally, like I said, it does not have to be romance. It could be friendships. It could be family. Like, again, it's like you give, but there's no give back. There's no return. And that's not fair. And that's not, you know, that's not okay. And so it's like, I think a lot of you are just spending a lot of time alone, reflecting like, is it me? Am I the problem? But no, you're not. You're not. Maybe you're just putting up with the wrong kind of treatment and you're coming to this awareness. And maybe that's the breakthrough that you're having. It's like, you know what? As bittersweet as this is, I'm glad I learned this lesson. So moving forward, I'll have better people in my life and like-minded people who will give and return. Where there's like, imagine two of these Queen of Cups just giving unconditionally to each other, right? Instead of it just being imbalanced completely, you know? That's just kind of the energy I feel from this. So, you know, you might feel a bit sad. It might be a bit heavy. It might not be, you know, the most... I mean, come on. Like, I've been there. Trust me. It's sucky. It is. But I do see that there are a lot of positive opportunities for you guys in July, and you will find your people. You will find your tribe, your soul tribe. They're out there, and they're probably going through the exact same thing at this very moment. And when you guys cross paths, you guys will just instantly click, and you'll be like, where have you been all my life, you know? And it will be all worth it. The elephant, you know, sometimes it steers us down certain paths so that we learn these lessons. And then we have blessings that come our way. After learning the lesson, we get a reward. So, although it's bittersweet and maybe very heavy, but you guys are releasing a lot of burdens, a lot of crap, and things that have been holding you back. So, it is a blessing. You just don't see it right now. And that's okay. That's okay. But to focus on giving yourself love, putting yourself first, and channeling that energy outward and creative endeavors and things that are worthy of your time and energy. And this does talk about just take some time out for you. Spend some time alone. Just allow yourself to reflect. Allow yourself to look at things differently and see if there's a lesson that you can take from this, and so that you can grow from this moving forward. There's always some sort of lesson you can take, or really just sometimes it can be a challenge finding it, but just sit on it, think about it, wait. It may not come to you immediately. It may take some time for it to unfold, and you may not understand it right now. But later on, in hindsight, you'll look back at this and be like, I understand why this had to happen, and I'm grateful for how everything unfolded. So just trust in the bigger picture. I know it might be a bit confusing and hard to right now, but there's a reason why all this is happening. And plus, that we don't deserve that fake love. You don't deserve that fake love. You're moving to the top, boo. You don't need that crap trying to drag you down. So just remember your worth, Aquarius, okay? But yeah, it's a very emotional season for you guys. Just all the emotions. The good, the bad, and in between, Lots of highs and maybe some lows, but that's life. What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. Let's get some fairy messages. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the month of July. Any fairy messages for my Aquarians regarding this reading? Any messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding this reading for July 2021? Any message? Okay, it's ready. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you. We have Gotcha. Number 64. And we got more blue energy coming through. Maybe you guys been feeling a little bit blue. That's okay. Embrace it. Feel it. Honor it. It's tense times, but this is okay. It's not a bad thing. Alright, so Gotcha. Sudden shock, unexpected events, and rude awakenings. Gotcha is the out of the blue fairy. He likes to surprise us. You're walking along, minding your own business, or not minding any business at all, and the universe smacks you on the blind side with something that makes an awful splat. Unexpected demands from the taxman. The bank's hole in the wall machine eats your bank card late at night while the burly and irritable tax driver is waiting. Your children find a way to dye themselves green just before your in-laws arrive. A meteor hits your car. Gotcha, of course, is capable of happy surprises as well as shocking or miserable ones. Perhaps your lottery ticket wins. There is a school of thought that says that this is just karma, that we deserve it for sins we've totally forgotten in other lifetimes. Not so. Karma is about lessons we need to learn, not about punishment, and meaningless events don't teach us much. So this may be karma, but it isn't that kind of karma. There is another school of thought that says that all these things There's another school of thought that says that all of these things are choices. We chose to be there when this was happening. We chose to step in front of the invisible cosmic bus. There is some truth to this, on one level of being high in the superconscious. As Gotcha says, I know more than I see. But most of us don't function at that exhalated, intuitive level of consciousness much of the time. However, many of us do get hints, little flashes of intuition, and sometimes big flashes of intuition. We often say, I knew I shouldn't have gone that way, or trusted that person, or invested in that stock. There are two things Gotcha is trying to teach us. He says he doesn't enjoy doing it, but do I believe him? Actually, I do mostly. First, we need to learn to listen and trust our intuition. We need to be awake and aware. It is part of what we need to learn in order to fulfill our potential, to have happy and satisfying lives. Without it, we are sleepwalking in the world. Yo, I literally said, are you awake or are you sleeping? I did say that at the beginning of the read. Are you awake or are you sleeping? Okay? I'm dead. Oh my God. Without it, we are sleepwalking in the world, missing all the wonders and joys, while not missing many of the bumps and the pitfalls. Second, when there are lessons we need to learn, or when there are experiences that are properly other people's, but that have impact on us, we need to learn to roll with the punches, to take what comes at us, learn what we can from it, regain our balance as quickly as possible. Things happen when we can't always control them, when we can't always get out of their way. We don't always even have a choice about them. For example, to live with a beloved animal friend probably means that you're going to lose that creature at some point, because most pets have shorter lifetimes than humans do. Other things happen as well. People occasionally win huge sums in lotteries, but this too we need to be able to take in our stride and to not be completely lost in it. Gotcha knows we like to build sturdy, rigid structures in our minds and lives, but he also knows that these are often not good for us. Sometimes we even complain about them, muttering about life being dull and boring, yet we cling to them. Such inner and outer rigidly ties usually encourage stagnation, and unity insists on growth. So, to help us along, Gotcha kindly delivers these sudden surprises, yet how often do we remember to say thank you? It's hard, Gotcha says, doing such a difficult job. It's enough to drive a fairy to drink. From the look of the bloodshot eye, he has already been into some more potent otherworld nectar. Gotcha in a reading speaks to us of sudden, often violent breakdowns of existing structures, habits, patterns, and or attitudes. When we become too tightly confined by our own self-imposed limitations, including the desire for comfort and security, Gotcha kindly breaks the structure restraining us, which is literally the elephant. I love these cards. They summarize the reading so well. Anyways, whether we think we want him to or not, on a soul level, we know this to be necessary, but in our everyday thoughts, we usually get pretty upset by it. However, breakdown can lead to breakthrough. This is liberation, and we often hadn't had a clue on what to do with it. This is usually the beginning of a period of confusion. Literally, y'all. This is often a state of confusion, right? Seven of Cups, confusion. Y'all are kind of in that right now. Even disorientation while we search for a way forward. Although we may think we are simply searching for a way back to what we had before. Recommendation: do not try to pick up the pieces and put them back like they were. Consider instead what you'd like to build in that part of your life. And this time, remember to leave room for growth. When this is reversed, stagnation rules. It may be that the situation is forever stuck, mirrored down in swamp misery, boredom, or pain. So it is, and it will remain until someone, probably the querent, voluntarily sacrifices something outgrown but tightly clung to in order to acquire something better. Bear in mind that the only truly meaning sacrifice is ourselves, our time, our energy, our attitudes, and beliefs. Gotcha, standing on his head, suggests that we can break loose from this pattern by dedicating ourselves to some service, some voluntary but meaningful sacrifice that will loosen the knots, break loose of the cement around the joints, and set us free. Gotcha would like to see us do this and save him a lot of effort. Otherwise, he offers helpfully, I'll come and help you and break loose just as soon as I have a moment to spare. Woo! Quite the summary of this reading, if I do say so myself. Wow. So, let me get a couple Tikashi messages, and then we're gonna wrap this up. But yeah, I don't have much to say. Literally, like, this summary of this reading, you guys. These cards, I love these fairy cards. They're so complex, but they're always spot on. I love them so much. So that's Gotcha. Anyway, so, any Tikashi messages to wrap this up for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus for July 2021. Any Tikashi messages for Aquarius, please. Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus in July 2021. Any Tikashi messages to wrap this reading up for my Aquas, please. Tikashi messages for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus. We have this card flipping out. We have flexibility. That didn't come out for a reason. Okay. Tikashi messages for Aquarius, Summer Rising Venus in July. I almost wanted to say August for some reason. I'm like, damn, we're not that far. Like, okay, flexibility and joy. I like that. Be adaptable and free to move in any direction. Be open to rapid changes as you bend with the wind, for a branch only breaks when it becomes brittle and stiff. Allow yourself to be rigidly flexible at all times. Flexibility in mind equals flexibility in body. Let go of your aches and pains by creating a flexible outlook. It may be time to look at things from a perspective you've never considered before, which is literally these cards. Same energy. Joy. Be joyous that you be. Be happy about how things are in your life. Take pleasure in the little things. Judge nothing to be too insignificant. Know that an attitude of joy can melt away all difficulties. You may be in for some delightful festivals or a joyous surprise. Okay, so a little blessing behind the lesson. I'll take that. All right, Aquarius. So that is what I got for you guys for July. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. You can always turn on the bell so that you guys are notified when I upload. I know some people haven't been getting notifications or even seeing me in their feed, so I don't know. Try to unsubscribe, resubscribe, trying to find a solution. I honestly have no clue. YouTube's been acting up. I know not just for me, but even other YouTubers that I watch. So I don't know what to suggest besides trying to subscribe. I mean, unsubscribe, resubscribe, that might fix it. Cross your fingers, pray. Like, otherwise, don't forget about me, please. Anyways, I also have an Instagram. If you guys are interested, you can check me out on Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care, Aquarius.